This is a step-by-step tutorial on how to use 11 Labs IO, the most realistic AI text-to-speech generator. I'm Sam from AI for Marketers, and I can assure you this tutorial will be super useful to you. So if you want to learn how to create with 11 Labs, let's dive in! Okay, so first of all, this is our landing page. 11 Labs not only has like options for text-to-speech generation, but also speech-to-speech, dubbing, text to SFX, and voice cloning. SFX means sound effects, if you don't know. Okay, so as soon as we get to the landing page, we see create the most realistic speech with our AI audio platform, and we see here all the optionalities that 11 Labs has to offer. So they let you sample a little bit of each voice here in the landing page, but we're doing a tutorial, right? So we're gonna see it on the actual interface. Okay, so let's go to get started for free. We go there, we create an account. Okay, so there we go. We have to create a profile here in 11. It was your first name, Sam. How did you hear about us? YouTube. We're gonna skip that part because, like, you know, I want to do a tutorial with like a new account, but like I've done it already, so you know. Okay, so we have two interfaces: the simple one, this one right here, and the advanced. The advanced one we're gonna cover later in this video, but first we're gonna focus on the simple one and in the tour. I want to show you guys the other interfaces. We go to voice changer right here in the sidebar. This is for you if you want to change your voice to something else. This one, voices, is for picking like different voices and to create your own voice too. This one is sound effects. This is actually one of my favorite characteristics of 11 Labs. Like, I don't think any other AI software has this optionality with sound effects. I think with Runway you can actually do something similar. You can add sound effects to videos, but with 11 Labs what you can do is actually create sound effects from text prompts. So that's super cool, and we're gonna see it later in the tutorial. Okay, so here in workflows you can see our projects, which is for advanced speech synthesis and long form audios. We can go to voiceover studio, which is in beta. We can go to dubbing studio, which is also in beta. It's just released like I think 2 weeks ago or so. This is for dubbing or translating to any other language from English. And this one is audio native. This is basically a voice reader for your articles or for your web pages. It's basically a tool to read the paragraphs of a website. And the last one here is voice isolator. Let's say you like the lyrics but you don't like the beat, and you want to extract only the vocals. Then you would use voice isolator to taking apart the song and getting only the vocals. Now, projects, voiceover studio, dubbing studio, audio native, and voice isolator are more advanced features of 11 Labs. And they're amazing, but they're much more intensive and they need their own tutorials. So today we're gonna focus on text-to-speech, voice changer, voices, and sound effects. Okay, let's go. Text-to-speech, this is my favorite one. In every single one of these, I'm gonna say that that's my favorite one because they all are my favorite one. I really like to play with
11 Labs.
I remember the first time I did it, I was like with some friends, and I actually had it on my phone. So I would just put the name of my friend and then like something funny to tell him. Dude, I would just play the thing like 100 times. I told my friend Arturo, like the first time I was playing with this thing, I showed him, dude, you can actually create like voices now. So I just put Arturo is and I played it like, yeah. So you can also play with these type of tools. Of course, I use it now professionally. But at first, if you're interested in AI, the best way to learn any tool, to learn any skill, is just playing with the interfaces. So what we're gonna do is play a little bit with this. We're gonna try to make Rachel, which is the girl that's here, predetermined. Sam is the most amazing guy on earth. Not my words though, you know, she's saying it, so, you know. I think Rachel is like...
You gotta be careful if you don't know where you're going because you might not get there.
Okay, that's a cool voice, right? We also have here...
I've seen things you people wouldn't believe. Attack ships off the shoulder of Orion.
Adam Stone, yeah. This guy's British, says here.
The people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do.
I know that quote. That's Steve Jobs right there. Okay, Alice...
Just trust yourself, then you will know how to live.
Dude, all of this, like, if you need like some motivation, just go to 11 Labs and hear these voices, because, like, you know, they all have like a super cool motivational quote. We can see all of this, and depending of like the name, you can like pick different accents, right? Like there's British guys, there's Californian, New York, I guess. So let's use something basic. Let's use Hope. Sam is the most amazing guy on earth.
Sam is the most amazing guy on earth.
You see that? Like, thanks, Hope. Yeah, Hope, dude. Hope. I hope so. let's change it a little bit. If you're watching this and you're not subscribed, then probably that means that you're not cool, dude. If you want to be cool, you have to be subscribed to AI for marketers. Like, I don't make the rules, okay? That's just God said that. We're gonna use Will and we're gonna generate that speech. Pay attention.
If you are watching this and you're not subscribed, then that means you are not cool.
Dude, Will said it. I didn't say it, okay? This Will right there. So you have to subscribe, man, okay? If not, you're not cool. It's just Will's words right there. Okay, so we're gonna use Will in this one, but also we're gonna press here in settings. And what we can see here is that we're using the 11 multilingual V2 model, which is one of the latest models. I think 11 Turbo V2.5 is actually like a newer model, but this is the one that's predetermined and that has Will's voice. So we're gonna use that one. And what we can play here is with the stability, the similarity, and the style exaggeration. The stability or variability, they're the same thing, means that like how expressive or how like different you want the parts of your speech to be. Like, for example, if I start a sentence saying something like this and then I get angry, I have a lot of variability. I didn't have a lot of stability in my speech, right? Because at first I was saying something like, you know, like whispering, and then I got angry and screamed. So if you want to have your speech in the same tonality, in the same tone, like this, you would have it to be more stable. But if you want it to be like this, and then like this, and then like this, and then like this, right? Like if you want it to be more variable, depending on the emotion you're playing with, you have to go to more variable. But just so you know, if you're gonna play with variability, you need to be like super specific with your prompt. Meaning you have to use upper cases, you have to use exclamation points, interrogation signs, commas, points, everything. Perfect grammar if you want your speech to be like charged with emotion. For this one, we're gonna leave it on 40% stability, and now let's go to similarity. Low and high similarity just means that if you're gonna put high similarity, every part of the speech is gonna be similar in some case. Now that doesn't mean the change of tonality, but the way the words are pronounced. So for example, you can say car and car. So that's different tonality, but the same way of saying it. If you had low similarity, you would also change the way things are pronounced. So they could say car and they're car, right? So like different ways of pronouncing things. Similarity also affects background noises. So we're gonna see that later, but if we don't want like background noises or any other noise to be affecting the voice, we want our similarity in high. I'm gonna leave that in 75, and here in style exaggeration is where we can play a little bit with how this thing sounds. There's a bass voice we're gonna call Adam, and from that bass voice, like different styles emerge, right? So there's Charlie, there's Will, there's Pete, etc. And all of them are essentially the same voice, but with different tonality, different pitch, and different like aesthetics. So the more style exaggeration we give it, the more it's gonna sound like Will, and less like the bassline. We humans do the same thing. We change our voices depending on the context. So for example, if you're in a job interview, you wouldn't talk the same way that you talk to your friends. You probably would use different words, but you also would use different tonality. Or you wouldn't laugh the same way, or you wouldn't say things in the same style you would with your friends. So if we want the thing to be super creative and super Will style, we need that one to be at least in 40%. So let's leave it in 40%. And let's press generate speech.
Let's get serious with the tutorial, okay? Yes, let's go.
Okay, as you can see here, it was a bit like fast the way he said it, and that's because I didn't use the correct punctuation. So what I want to do is to put like this, right? Okay, I want to use okay, and then I want to use that, and I want to do that. The similarity, I want it to be high, and I want more variability like that, probably in 25%. Let's generate that speech.
Now let's get serious with the tutorial. Okay, yes, let's go.
Okay, we can see that it didn't detect that part, but I wanted to wait for the yes, let's go. So we're gonna do that, and now it should be perfect.
Now let's get serious with the tutorial. Okay? Yes, let's go.
Perfect, dude. Let's go. That's excellent. This is the simple interface. We can see here our history, right? Like all of the creations we've done. Like this is Sam is the most amazing guy on earth. Let's hear that one again.
Sam is the most amazing guy on earth.
Thanks, Hope. Just so you guys know, the advanced interface, this one right here, is basically the same thing, but like you have the settings in the right bar. So it's basically the same interface. Let's change a bit the words. Let's go to similarity low, and let's go to a lot of variability, and let's use Charlie, generate speech.
Now let's get serious with the tutorial. Okay? Yes, let's go.
That was weird, dude. I didn't like that voice. No, I'm sorry, I didn't like it. Okay, now let's go to voice changer. It's pretty fun. We can play with our own voices. What we're gonna do to test this is record something ourselves and then change the tonality and the audio and the complete voice with 11. Let's go to record audio. Hey, what's up? I'm Sam from AI for Marketers, and in this tutorial of 11, you will learn how to use AI to create your own voices. Okay, now we have our recording there. Okay, so Bill and I, don't have like similar voices, right? So it's gonna change a lot. We're gonna put a lot of variability, probably like in, I would say 30%. Yeah, not a lot. Similarity, we wanna leave it high. Side acceleration, 50% is good. And let's generate that speech.
Here, okay. Hey, what's up? I'm Sam from AI for Marketers, and in this tutorial of 11, you will learn how to use AI to create your own voices.
Amazing, right? Like the exact same thing I said, right? So cool. So this is pretty cool. You can also upload any audio you want, and it's gonna do the same thing. And you can be from any voice you want. This is like our own voice library. We can see all the voices that 11 Labs has, like predetermined voices.
The thing always happens that you really believe in. And the belief in a thing makes it happen.
Dude, these people are super motivational.
Dreams come true. Without that possibility, nature would not incite us to have them.
Ellie, super enthusiastic.
Never mistake motion for action.
Emily, if you talk to me like that again, dude, Yeah, I gotta go work out, dude. Yeah, I'm getting too stupid. I'm getting too stupid doing this tutorial, okay?
Gratitude is riches, complaint is poverty.
That's facts, Eric, right there. Yeah, do not complain. No, dude, just take action. Do not complain about anything. We can see what people have created. These are voices. Like, we haven't created any voice, but like, if we want their voices, it's gonna be here. We can add a new voice here. We have voice design entirely new voices by adjusting their parameters. Every voice you create is randomly generated and is entirely unique, even if the same settings are applied. That's super cool. That means that every voice you create is only yours. Like, no one else has access to that voice unless you approve it. Instant voice cloning, that's with the paid plans. That one is for basically cloning your own voice. You have to upload a sample recording of yourself, and then you can write whatever you want, and the thing is gonna read it in your own voice. That's pretty cool, and we're gonna cover that in the advanced tutorial. You can see it here in the cards of YouTube or in the description. Okay, so now let's go to sound effects. So sound effects is, I think, my favorite feature of 11 Labs right now. You can literally describe any sound effect and the thing will generate it. So for example, if we say raining day, the thing is gonna, generate a raining day. We can play with the settings here a little bit. The duration, like we usually would want like a, like 4-second sound effects for most sound effects. So let's leave it in 4 seconds. And the prompt influence how much do you want 11 Labs to follow your prompt. We want to be super creative here because my prompt is literally 2 words. So we're gonna have like super creative there. Let's generate sound effect. Okay, and the super cool thing is that it gives us 4 options. So the first one, okay, that's not raining, right? Okay, that's not raining either. I didn't write. Okay, let's put another thing. Let's put storm and rain in a near night out. That's a much better prompt for the thing we want to generate. It's sound effects. We want the thing to be like this, not super creative. Okay, automatically pick the best length. Generate sound effects. Okay, generated it. Are you ready? I'm a bit nervous about this one. I don't know why. Let's hear it. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Like it's just raining and that one's great. That one's great because like you can hear the sound of people walking in the background, right? That was amazing. There's actually voices in the background. Yeah, dude, 11 Labs is great. Yeah, super cool. Okay, so that's pretty much it for this tutorial, guys. This is for beginners again. So if you want like more advanced features of 11 Labs, go to the advanced tutorial. I really think this is the best software for sound effects and for text-to-speech generation, and I've been using it for almost a year now. So I'm super happy to be doing this tutorial, and I hope you guys found it useful. If you want to see the advanced one, you can click here, and if you want to see a playlist of every single AI tool there is, you can go here. See ya.